is going on, guys? I am back, and today I'm back on this YouTube channel after a long 2-week break, man. I've been incredibly busy. It really hasn't been a break. I've been stuck on everything. I had no time for the YouTube, but I'm back on the YouTube, and that's what matters, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, today we're gonna be doing the first ever OST review on this YouTube channel. Now, what is OST? What are the OST reviews? What is this brand new series that you're doing on the channel? I'm gonna be doing a little bit of an introduction to this brand new series that I'm going to be doing right now. So if you don't really want to see the introduction to the OST reviews, you know, what is this going to be? What is this new series going to be? Why am I doing this brand new series? Are there going to be any more new series? Listen, if you don't want to hear all about that, then I'm going to be putting a timestamp down below. But if you do want to hear a little bit about that, then let's get right into it. All right, so listen, OST reviews, man. What does OST stand for? First of all, that is original soundtrack. Never really seen anybody do a kind of series like this. That's why I'm trying to do it now, and I really love music, especially video game music. I put it in my playlist all the damn time. This is going to be a series where I really want to dedicate myself to reviewing OSTs, original soundtrack, like on some freaking video game Anthony Fantano type looking self type junk. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's kind of going to be, but with my own little twist into it. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have a couple of different categories that I'm going to be putting each different music piece, I guess, or not each music piece. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm going to be reviewing the music and playing it in the background, of course, because you know I got to do that. That's my own little twist. But with the Sonic Colors original soundtrack, what I'm going to start off with doing is I'm going to be talking, like, for any soundtrack that I'm going to be talking about here, I'm going to start off talking about the soundtrack. How do I feel about it? Do I love it? Do I hate it? Why do I love it? Why do I hate it? And afterwards, what I'm going to be speaking about is the highlight pieces, is what I also have. Just getting a couple of pieces of music that I really like when it comes to the soundtrack. Just some stuff that sticks out to me, and I'm going to be saying why each one do I love this one so much. One highlight piece, one song or whatever from the OST. I'm going to be saying why I like this song so much, then another highlight piece that I have. Then I'll speak about that one. Then if there's a third one, I'll speak about the third one. The next thing that I'm also going to be speaking about is the my unliked pieces. So, like, things that I don't like. What songs do I not like when it comes to the soundtrack? I think it's kind of a pretty simple layout, but I think it's an effective layout that's going to be it's going to be good for me when it comes to explaining these different video game soundtracks. Okay, now I think I'm ready, man. So let's get right into it, man. Let's go. This is the first ever OST review, and I'm excited. Let's get right into it. Okay. Sonic Colors, man. One of my favorite games. I played it since I was like 8 years old. I know, I've spoken about it enough on this YouTube channel if you have been watching, but that's not really important anyways. The soundtrack of Sonic Colors. Okay, I'm just gonna be saying it right now. I'm gonna be saying it right now because this is the first part. This is where you talk about how you feel about the songs. The songs in this game are legendary, man. I'm telling you right now. I listen to this soundtrack to this day. I still have songs that I will legit manually go and play from this soundtrack. I'm telling you right now, this soundtrack is amazing, right? Like, this soundtrack is great, and even when I was younger, I'm sure I would have said the same exact thing, even if I didn't have, like, the molecules in my brain to say something logical. I will tell you so many different there's so many different diverse pieces of music when it comes to the soundtrack. You know, some are energetic, some are like less energetic, but also like but every single, like, more calm music, more energetic music, more like pop type of music, more like just smooth type of music. There's so many different diverse pieces of music within this soundtrack, but they're all really good, and they all fit their, I guess, genre, quote unquote. They all fit their genre really amazing, and that's one thing that I think that this soundtrack does that is so legendary to me. Okay, I could only pick like a few for highlight pieces. I couldn't pick all the songs like I wanted to, damn, but I mean, hey, this soundtrack is amazing. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm just happy to be getting into this one, bro. That's all I got to say. Oh my god, man. Anyways, the highlight pieces of the soundtrack. Okay, so what are my highlight pieces when it comes to the Sonic Colors OST? First one that I'm going to be talking about is going to be Reach for the Stars. I had to say Reach for the Stars. I had to, which is the first song I believe that you hear from this OST, from this original soundtrack. It's a great song. I like, bro, Reach for the Stars is a great song. I love how when you first go into the game, you just go and you see that little the scene, whatever, with Sonic running all over the place with all the wisps and stuff. I watch that, and honestly, I get motivated. I just get motivated to do something. Like, I just want to do something. Like, look how determined jamming that boy is, bruh. The Reach for the Stars piece in general is a really, really great piece. I'll still play it from time to time. Again, this is such a great beginning piece, and it just is a really great introduction to the game itself. The next piece that I'm going to be talking about is going to be Aquarium Park Act 1. Everybody knows Aquarium Park Act 1. It's a really, really iconic song. Matter of fact, it's actually my ringtone. Iconic piece. It's an iconic song. It has like a really, really upbeat, like you can just move to this song. Like you can just, I don't know. It also fits the environments of the game really, really well, and that's what I think is one of the most important things when it comes to playing a video game and when it comes to its soundtrack. Songs fit the environments, but it's also a really, really great song in general, and that's one thing that Aquarium Park does amazingly well. Next one I also want to talk about is Planet Wisp Area. I could have done Act 1 as well, but just, I don't know, it's something that's unique about the area music for Planet Wisp to me. I love how this song, it's a very, very calm piece of music, but at the same time, it's also really, really upbeat. It's a song that's really, really happy, but at the same time, it's like there's moments where it's really calm and chill, and it's like you're chill but happy at the same time. Like imagine being peaceful but also being happy and chill at the same exact time. Like that's just got to be a great feeling, right? It represents what Planet Wisp, I think that's a big thing about what Planet Wisp is trying to capture when it comes to just the world itself. Like, you know, you can see it can get active sometimes. Some of the robots in there will just end up going crazy and try to destroy you and junk. Obviously that's Sonic Colors, but it's also, you can just tell it's like one of those environments you can just sit back and like just chill but also be happy in, and it's like it's a happy environment. The next one that I also want to talk about is Tropical Resort Act 1. There's a lot of songs that I don't usually put this many songs for highlight pieces either. So listen, Tropical Resort Act 1, such an amazing introduction piece to the game, the gameplay itself. It's not even a great introduction piece, it's an excellent introduction piece, because when you first tackle this game, not only do you not get any type of like intro to the game, once you say new game and you go and you start the game, the moment you do that, you hear this piece of music and you go immediately into the stage, you go immediately into the level, and it just shows there's no need for no beginning cutscenes with this game. There's no need for any of that extra stuff. This song tells it all. This song tells you, listen, get into a crazy Sonic game with crazy environments, and it's intense, it's gonna be wild, but it's really, really great. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one thing that Tropical Resort, it just represents, you know, the introduction to what Sonic Colors is itself, bro. I think that's why Tropical Resort is such a great piece. Plus, it's just an amazing piece in general. Like, do y'all, like, the amount of, like, transitional parts when it comes to this song, man. I don't want to, like, impersonate the song or nothing. Maybe I'll put in, like, a piece, or, like, maybe I'll put in, like, a part just to speak about it. But, man, the song is great. I don't want to speak too much about it, but I could speak for ages about this one. Last one that I want to also talk about is Asteroid Coaster Act 3. This is a song that I actually kind of recently was just watching, like Sonic Colors or something. I was just listening, something along those lines. I was listening to the soundtrack, and Asteroid Coaster Act 3, I heard this song, and it's like one thing that I will say, I never liked the Asteroid Coaster music for a long, long time. You know, it's more like a rock piece. I've never been too big on rock music. It's just never been my kind of thing. But oh my gosh, man, I was listening to the Asteroid Coaster music, and I was just like, damn, this music's actually not, this is actually kind of nice. Like, this is sort of motivating. The song like Asteroid Coaster, like the music, I actually really like Asteroid Coaster now too. It's always been like my least favorite world, but I think it's a pretty nice world. I don't know, it might still be my least favorite one, but I don't think it's a bad world by any means, you know. Asteroid Coaster, I specifically said Act 3 because I think Act 1 and Act 2, the way that those start, have I even properly listened to Act 2? I don't know, but I do know that I think Act 3, the way that it starts off so intense, like so strong, bro. Like, it just starts off. Asteroid Coaster Act 1 is like, it starts off, you know, a little bouncy or whatever. It's a little bit like, you know, you get into the song and then boom, the song just explodes on you. With Asteroid Coaster Act 3, it takes that explosion part from Act 1 and puts it right at the beginning of the song, and it's just like boom, the moment that song starts, just like boom, right in your face. And that's one thing that I really, really like about Asteroid Coaster Act 3. What songs do I dislike from Sonic Colors? You tell me, because I don't have no unliked pieces from this whole entire soundtrack. I mean, that's just the way that it is. I don't dislike any of the pieces from the soundtrack. I've listened to the whole soundtrack. I've played the game multiple times, bro. I don't know what to tell you. There's quite a bit of music in Sonic Colors itself. It's sort of like filler pieces. They're not filler, but, you know, during cutscenes, right, there may be some background music just to fit the scenery for the cutscenes that the game has, right? But even those songs, I don't dislike those songs at all. They just don't stand out. I mean, I'm not going to go and, like, jam to none of these songs, but at the same time, it's like, man, the songs, there's nothing bad about them. They fit exactly where they're supposed to. The songs fit exactly what they're supposed to do in the game, and I think that is perfect. I think the songs are still great for what they're supposed to do when it comes to this game right here. I don't have no songs that I dislike. I don't know what to tell you. that's it, man. That's all that I really got to say when it comes to that, and that's all that I really got to say for this video today, man. I know that I've made a lot of videos throughout this time within my channel about Nintendo news, you know, gaming news, things along those lines, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Those kind of videos are getting a little bit tiring to me, you know? So I'm trying to find, like, brand new content. This is, again, with this channel, I'm sort of like, again, I'm like just feeling things out still as I go until like this channel really does take that time to take off, you know. Until then, I'm really just trying to fill up my options and keep it moving. I'm probably gonna have a couple more series going on in this channel, and I'm gonna try to be a lot more frequent because I've been fairly infrequent for these past 2 weeks. Obviously, I haven't uploaded anything. Anyways, that's all I really got to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and yeah, let's get right. I mean. I was about to say let's get right into it. I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. It's been that long since I've been on this channel, bro. But anyways, that's all I really got to say. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. And yeah, thank you. Peace.